Hi, I'm here to teach you how to have a high threshold for pain. As this moment right now, I have a lot of back pain. I've had it for 4 years. I've been having muscle pain since I was 14, and it just lingered and lingered and lingered, and I've really never had any relief whatsoever. And I've been hurt many, many times physically, and I just managed to take it. And I didn't let it phase me. I didn't freak out, or cry like a pussy. I just took it. Just like now, my back. But I take it. And I don't complain really. I mean, I vent, I go, oh, man, back. Oh. But trust me, it hurts a lot more than what you think. So I'm going to teach you now how to deal with a lot of pain, and it will seem like a lot less pain than what it really is, which is why a lot of people will mistake the amount of pain you're in and give you less painkillers than what you really need. Matter of fact, at this point, you don't really need as much painkillers anyways, just as long as you get some kind of relief. I mean, after all, I wouldn't mind having a nice painkiller right now, like a Demerol or something, but that might be a little too strong, but you get my point. It's a lot of pain. I mean, I've had a toothache, and look at the teeth. See, I've had toothache pain. I had one that had my cheek out to here for 3 days, and had I waited any longer, I would have had to be hospitalized because the infection would have entered my blood system. That's what the dentist told me. And I've had a friend who just had a minor toothache for maybe 5 hours and started crying like a pussy, and he had to get his tooth pulled right away. Me, I wait. I wait until it goes away. And if it doesn't, then I do something about it. Till it grows to here. Then I do something about it. Okay, so now we get down to business. This is how you deal with pain. Okay, first, you need to mentally and emotionally raise the bar to the amount of pain that you can accept. Okay? That means that you're going to have to realize that there's going to be more pain that you're going to be able to bear than the pain you're already in. Second of all, you have to accept that mommy cannot kiss the boo boos away. I mean, I've heard stories about people in the army who have cried out for their mother when they were dying and in pain. I mean, even then, I still pray to my mother when I'm having trouble. Um, Somehow, moms do make the pain better, but really, it comes down to you and the pain. I mean, what are moms really going to do except tend to you? But they're not really going to make any pain go away. They'll probably rush you to the doctor. That's the best they can do, really, if it's that bad. Now, step number 3 is to accept that pain is a part of life. Okay? Step number 4 is to accept the pain that comes mentally and emotionally. Accept it. Step number 5 is not to freak out, but to be brave. Step number 6 is to internalize the pain and be indifferent. Step number 7 is to breathe through it. Right now, the pain should be in your gut instead, because that's where you bear the brunt of it. You feel it on the outside, like physically, but it's all in your gut. That's where the heaviness is. Step number 8, growl if you have to. Growl more if you start seeing black. Okay, because I've fallen 15 feet onto cement, on a corner of cement, on my lower coccyx. Anyways, I think I fractured it, but whatever happened, I was in pain for 2 weeks, and me running was a shuffle. I couldn't run at all. I was in a lot of pain. Okay, and yeah, that hurt. Hurt more than I have ever hurt before. That one hurt. The lucky thing it didn't fall in the water. All right. Um, I've had a woman pull my mustache really hard. I didn't flinch or make a face or anything. I stayed nice and cool. And you know how much that hurts. And a tear came from my eye because I was in a lot of pain. I mean, that hurt like a bitch. And tears kept flowing. Well, guess what? Those weren't tears of sadness, those were tears of pain. That's okay. Step number 9, know that pain is temporary and that one way or another it alleviates even with the help of a doctor. One way or another, the pain goes away. There's nothing else you can do. You have to do something for the pain. Because if anything, there's just no way that you're going to be able to live with that pain until something happens. Think of the movie Outcast. No, Castaway. Sorry. Think of the movie Castaway, where Tom Hanks had to surgically remove his own tooth with an ice skate. He had to, and the pain made him pass out. Interesting, isn't it? So, when something hurts, something has to be done for it, and it usually gets worse before it gets better. But, anyways, I've actually had a cyst behind this ear, on the earlobe, and it had to be surgically removed. And the doctor stuck a needle right here to freeze me. And he went in deep, and it hurt. And I think it hurt more than what the operation would have hurt. And I think I would have rather have him cut my ear, cut the cyst out without freezing me, because the needle hurt pretty bad. So what was the point of even freezing me? I don't know. But I think I'd rather have my earlobe cut open and removed than have that freaking needle, because I've had my ear pierced. I mean, I've had earlobe pain before. It was just a freaking earlobe, for crying out loud. And that son of a bitch doctor fucking hurt me even more with the needle than anything else. Don't get me started on doctors. I don't like them. They think they know what they're doing, but they don't. Usually they don't. The medicine's right, but it's usually in the wrong hands. Step number 10, bitch, complain as much as you like, just don't whine about it. It's okay to vent. And here's how to test out what I say. Sit down with your arms raised in front of you and stay like that until you cannot keep your arms up any longer, and then let what I just taught you kick in and see how much longer you can stay up. And just think, I've just been about like that many, many times in my life, and I managed through it. And you can stay like that for a long time, believe you me. Yes, it's a psychological and kinesthetic state that you can control with patience and by staying emotionally in control. The more you worry or freak out, the worse it gets. It helps to have an inner reference for things instead of external reference for things. It's called an inner locus of control or an inner frame of reference. It's good to have a high inner frame of reference. A fact, blue-eyed people feel pain more than other eye-colored people have. You don't have to like the pain, you just have to bear it. And like I said, people may think you're in less pain than what you are in, and that's a drawback because they'll take you less seriously. But you are entitled for relief. And that's all I have to say. Oh, by the way, please visit the blog www.empowernetwork.com/SB as in boy, I Ventures 3. Thank you very much.